All right, this particular entry is for Cisco. I'm recording this the week of Monday, August 26th. A couple of weeks ago, this market actually put out a near term sell signal below the 5218 channel structure. I've got 5307 here, which I'll get to in a moment. It's the high of the current move low in the event the market actually rallies over the next week or two and takes this area out. But until then, 5218 to 5307 is our ceiling through August and even through September. Expecting bearish continuation over the next 3 to 5 weeks or so down into the low 40s. Let me take a look at that with you right now. This is our target, 4080 to 4119. And the reason I have a range here is because this is a weekly chart. And so each week, this channel structure rises. And so that is our target. I do like this target for a number of reasons. We have low areas at 4025 and 4019. We are clearly below or have entered this consolidation region, that began in February of 18 and really ended about a year later. So we're kind of trapped back into this area. And typically, once the market does that, it likes to head to the base of that consolidation region, which is consistent with this channel structure at 4080 for the first week of September. And we have the ceiling here again. This channel structure is 5218. It rises to 5246 by the end of September. So let's just say the 5218 to 46 region is our ceiling through September. And during that time, over the next 3 to 5 weeks, I think it's realistic to expect the low 40s. I'm giving it all the way into the end of October, which is more like 5 to 8 weeks. And I think at this area in the lower 40s, the market can actually bottom out not only through the balance of the year, but quite possibly well into 2020. Let's take a look at a monthly chart of the same. This goes back even further. This is a Cisco chart that goes back to 1998. And this area, 4081 to 4190, is not only this channel structure I just showed you a moment ago on the weekly chart. This is the monthly chart, remember. But more importantly, or just as important, is an ascending trend defining 1/3 speed line. You can look that up, I think, on Investopedia or some other websites or books. But I like it as a trend defining instrument. The 4190 long-term speed line is there all of September, and the 4081 channel bottom is there all of September on the monthly chart. So this is an area that I think the market will be drawn to following the recent sell signal of the week of August 12th, and 4081 to 4190 once again a solid, respectable floor of support that can contain selling not only through the balance of 2019, but quite possibly through 2020. Once we test that area, the market can actually not only consolidate, but actually rotate upward into later year, and we can actually retest that 57.95 high weekly settlement price that I gave you a moment ago. But it should be mentioned that in the event that we have sort of this October meltdown that can occur, we seem to have heightened volatility every September, October, and we're certainly getting it early. But if we happen to settle the week below 4081, or the month of September, let's put it that way, below 4081, this market maintains a decidedly heavy dynamic through the balance of the year. The next 3 to 5 months, then in reach of 2833. So that could put us into Q1 of 2020 for reaching 2833. But I don't have a 2833 target. I'm just mentioning that in the event that we settle the month of September below 4081, that would then be indicated 2833 as a realistic. I'm going to give it 3 to 5 months given the heightened volatility. Could certainly take longer, but 3 to 5 months I think is realistic as an objective following a weekly settlement below 4081 for Cisco. Let's take a look at the upside. So, to summarize, we remain bearish below this 52 handle, 5307 resistance area, anticipating the lower 40s. I just mentioned that. But if we were to close, let's say this week, this is a weekly chart, by the way, any week above 5307, so long as this 46 even low remains in effect from the week of August 12th. If we were to close back above that high, the market has essentially neutralized that sell signal that we're expecting into later October, into the lower 40s. And with that, I would expect several weeks recovery into this 57.52 to 57.95 region. 57.95 is the high weekly settlement price for this contract this year. And it also, as you can plainly see, it coincides with really a range of resistance that begins at 57.52 and ends around 58.15. 58.26 is the actual high from the middle of July. And so that area would be anticipated again if we were to close this week or any week coming up above 53.07. Then you'll hear from me again about Cisco in terms of what to expect. I would obviously expect 2 to 3 weeks recovery into the 57 handle, but I do think then it would be ripe for violation, the 57 handle resistance, and we could certainly continue on into the 60s. But as I said, if we closed above 53.07 at the end of this week, you'll hear from me about Cisco. Until then, to sort of bottom line this, and let me show a chart as we're talking. Remain short or get short in the 52.18 to 52.46 region, anticipating continued price erosion through September and even into later October. The next 3 to 5 weeks, 5 to 8 weeks, anticipating 40.80 to 41.19, where you can liquidate a short position and even go long for the long game into later 2020. And that's all that needs to be said for this Cisco